Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check it out.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he finds his tight end, Graham. The reception good for 7. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there.
It's fourth down.
They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
Brought down at
credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Lining up for the point after.
And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. You're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one. And what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. On second down, it's Drake. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
43-yard line.
Play action. It's Trubisky. He'll try and run it, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left.
That's good for another Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Bears nothing.
Play action. Now Trubisky. And left side here, it's Graham. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
10 at the 18-yard line.
Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Flushed out right. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
At their own 18-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. Throwing on second down. Stafford. And that is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And it's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
And the Lions
out of the gun, Stafford. He completes this one to Mack. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Throwing again is Stafford. Gets it quickly to Galladay. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down, Lions.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Play action. Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run with Drake. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
36-yard line.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That's complete to Mooney. 27 yards there, a first down.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. Smith catches left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Out of bounds, just shy of the 40. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run here with Mack, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Stafford into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
46-yard line.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off at the 17, the 40, past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Stephen Gostkowski.
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
That didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A big play there on the catch and run. On first down, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Flush to his right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Point is good.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Marlon Mack, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Bears 24, Lions 21.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
On the return, here's Agnew, powering his way forward. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
1st down.
They'll roll him out right. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Next to score, Bears 31, Lions 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. They go play action with Trubisky. Open man, Butler complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them.
And he will fight his way in, not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bears will extend their lead. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Next to score, Bears 38, Lions 21.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Lions 21.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Mike Ship, 33. 33. It's been a long day for you.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10.
From the gun, Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this fourth.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Trubisky to throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Looking to throw again, Trubisky.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And now here is another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, The manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might be able to stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 23-yard line.
A throw over the middle, taken in. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Detroit. Tim Patrick, 77 yards. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. So now Stafford will bring up the Lions, and they'll go for 2. Operating from the gun. Stafford, he's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Oh, did the Lions get it? Yes, they recover. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. He's picked off near his own 48. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Makes the score Bears 52, Lions 29.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Trubisky will throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught outright by Graham. They are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Lions 29.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it. And some room to work. The 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 22. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 15. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
29.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to number 17. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8. At the
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time.